Greetings and welcome back to EY Kitchen. So today I wanted to do a quick recipe for you, uh, making a drink that is really yummy and can help with several things. It's kind of like a tonic. It's one of my tonic recipes that has supported me in my own health and wellness journey. And that is my ACV, or my apple cider vinegar and ginger tonic. And it's really great because if you haven't learned about apple cider vinegar at this point, I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but apple cider vinegar is a such a useful um, plant ally to have in your kitchen. It's a wonderful condiment. You can use it for making all kinds of yummy dressings and marinades and things, but it's also a medicinal ingredient that you can utilize when you have things going on. For example, when your digestion is kind of, upset, or maybe you're having some like stagnation, gas, bloating, things like that. Apple cider vinegar is wonderful for helping to move that stuff through, dispel that, and really just support you having just a better digestive experience. I know that I have been loving apple cider vinegar since being pregnant, especially in the first trimester, and even now that towards um, the end of pregnancy, I am I have just been using apple cider vinegar the whole time because I don't want to take medications and things to support my indigestion or sluggish digestion. I'd rather use something natural, and apple cider vinegar gives us that. And specifically, I want to say when I use apple cider vinegar, I like to use a unfiltered apple cider vinegar. This is a Bragg's kind, but any apple cider vinegar that's got the mother in it. So that means that if it's unfiltered, it's going to have kind of like this more cloudy, opaque appearance because in the process of making the apple cider vinegar, sediment from, when they press the apples and then they strain the vinegar from the fruit pulp or mash, um, you get some little, some sediment from, apple fiber, and mostly apple fiber. But what's also in the mother is just wonderful digestive enzymes and probiotics and all these yummy things that, when we take it into our body, it supports, digestion and immune health and the nutrient metabolism that we need, that we need healthy guts for. Having a healthy gut helps us to do all those things. Even helps with blood sugar metabolism, and it's just it's just amazing what can how you can take one thing like apples and turn it into, which are also very good and healthy, but then just in fermenting it down, you can make another that just a powerful tonic. So apple cider vinegar uh, is all those things. And with that being said, it's not the greatest tasting, nor is it something that I would recommend you take straight up because it's very acidic. As you may know, vinegar is very acidic. We don't want to harm our teeth or our esophagus by drinking it straight. So it absolutely, absolutely must be diluted. Um, and a fun and tasty way to dilute your apple cider vinegar is by making drinks like this so that it's better tasting and also safer for us to consume, right? Yes. So I have in my glass here about 4 tablespoons. Oh no, actually not tablespoons, not even that much. I have 4 capfuls. So I literally have just taken the cap off, poured some of the apple cider vinegar in a cap, and I did that 4 times, placed it here. You can do half of that, and it'll be also just fine, especially if it's your first time trying this kind of drink or drinking apple cider vinegar beverages. I highly recommend, reducing that down to maybe just 2 capfuls, and then keep the other measurements the same. Because apple cider vinegar is so acidic and, accurate tasting, we also want to add some sweetness to it. At least I do. Sweetness just helps with, making the medicine go down so much better, right? So I have some apple cider vinegar here, and something you're gonna learn about me, guys. I don't measure, like in my real life, every day. I don't really measure things. I kind of have gotten, my recipes down, and I don't have to measure things out, but you can measure out anywhere from 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, maybe even 3 if you really don't want to taste the uh, the apple cider vinegar. And remember, apple cider vinegar is going to support our blood sugar balance. Um, it does help with supporting insulin sensitivity. So it's something that you can take actually before meals on an empty stomach, and it can support you not having such a high blood sugar spike when you eat your meals throughout the day. So this is a wonderful beverage to to drink before your meals too. I'm going to add a little bit more. Yes, because I like it to be a little bit more sweet. Um, the other thing I'm going to add to this drink is a quarter teaspoon of dry ginger powder. I'm just going to add that right there. And then we're just going to stir that up. Ginger is another wonderful herbal ally. It also supports our digestion. So this drink is great for, when you're on those days that you are, your digestion is sluggish, because we got ginger in here. We have apple cider vinegar. It's wonderful. Mm. Ooh, very sour. Now, to dilute it down, we're going to add, so I have a cup of water in here, but you don't need a cup of water. You only need about maybe a half cup to, maybe a third to a half cup of water. Really not that much. You can add a little more if you desire. Um, yeah, and that's going to be good, because you don't want it to be, too watery. You want to be able, because there's flavor going on in here. There's, the apple cider vinegar, the ginger, and the maple syrup are going to actually make, it's going to make a nice, yummy little concoction. And there you have it. That's your apple cider vinegar ginger tonic. So now I'm going to taste it for you. Mm. Oh, that's so good. And it's not, even though I do taste that, I taste the apple cider vinegar, but it's not super spicy. It's not super acrid anymore. It's extremely pleasant. Mm. And oh my goodness, if you were to have like really cold water, like this is more of like a room temperature water that I'm using, but I've done this with ice cold water, especially on days that are warm. And this is delicious. You can make it hot if you add hot water to your ingredients, especially first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Oh my gosh, you talk about digestion support. If you've been backed up, if you've been constipated, this will absolutely support you. There are so many ways that you can, kind of tweak this to make it support you in different seasons and different situations. It's very good. So, mm, I had to take another sip because it's delicious. The ginger is going to settle to the bottom. So that's why you don't want to make a lot, because you want to you want to be able to, drink it, drink it relatively quickly. You don't have to like chug it down, but if you are going to keep it for a little bit, just make sure you keep stirring it, or if you have it in a bottle, shake it up, because the ginger will settle to the bottom too. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you tried this and how you like it, because it's one of my favorite simple drinks to make. And yeah, so until then, well, until the next video, I will see you, and I wish you a healthful and happy rest of your day. Bye.